Hi everyone, it's Margaret and welcome to my channel Texas Gal Treasures, and today I'm going to walk you through how to use a Presidium Gem Tester. I've got some rings here that we're going to test, and I'm going to show you how to use this and why I have it, because it has definitely saved my listings when I am listing items on eBay and Etsy, especially, well, obviously jewelry, because you want to make sure you've got the right stone listed in your listing so that your buyer doesn't get the piece of jewelry and find out that what they thought they were buying isn't what they actually got. So the Presidium Gem Tester, I'm going to zoom it in so you can see here a little bit better. The Presidium Gem Tester will test all of these different things, and it kind of has it broken down by color and by caliber. So we at the top, the little black line where you see the different spots, the words above it are what it is, what the stone is, if the line, the needle falls in that spot. So jadeite and spinel, and over here we've got garnet, tourmaline, iolite, and that where that one is. This one topaz, down here tanzanite and aqua for aquamarine. I always say this wrong. Chrysoprase, emerald, nephrite for this little one. Down here, quartz, amethyst, and citrine on that one. And then over here, ruby and sapphire. The cal stands for calibrate. So when you're calibrating the machine to make sure that it's set up correctly, it should go there. The glass is there. And then diamond and moissanite is way over here. So, and at the top, you'll see one for glass. That's for calibrating the glass. And one for calibrating to make sure that it is calibrated correctly. So it comes with this little pen. And you take the tip off, and if you select this here, glass, and then if we press it in calibrate, it goes over to the red line for calibrate. I always like to start with a stone that I know what it is, and so I am using this one here so that we can test this little diamond that is in this ring. So when I select the diamond here, it will go all the way across. Now when I hit the metal, that's when it sends that really loud beeping sound. Alright, so I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit more so you can get a better view of the item and the Presidium Gem Tester. So there we go. Now this Presidium Gem Tester, it does cost a bit, but for me it was definitely worth it, especially since I sell a lot of jewelry, and so I'll link it down below so you can check it out if you are interested. Now these little stones, when I bought this ring, I was told they were sapphire, but when I test the ring, they don't test as sapphire. So when I end up testing these, they end up testing out as a topaz rather than a sapphire. I still think it's a beautiful ring, so I don't have a problem with it being diamond and topaz. The next ring I want to test is this little face ring. I know the face is probably plastic. It was sold to me as bone, but I really don't think it is bone. And then this stone up top, which I believe to be a garnet. So we're going to test it and see if it lands in the garnet zone, which should be this line right there. So here we go. And it does. So I've got a nice little garnet ring here with this face set in sterling silver, which I definitely love. So the next ring I'm testing is this little blue stone ring set in sterling silver. Now I know some people are really good about telling aquamarine from blue topaz and all of that. I never can remember, and I always mix it up. So I like to be able to check. Also, one thing I didn't mention is that the gem tester cannot tell the difference between a lab created and a natural, you know, grown in the ground stone. So it cannot tell the difference between those, but it can at least point you in the right direction. So let's take a look at this little blue stone. Tell me what you think in the comments, what you think it might be. It is not even registering as glass. So it might just be a little cut glass type stone set in silver. It's definitely really pretty, but I am glad I was able to check it out before I listed it so that I could definitely list it as what it is, which is not an actual gemstone. But I'm glad I was able to check it out, and so I will know that it is not an actual gemstone. It's just glass. It's really pretty. The next ring I'm going to test is this, what I'm pretty sure is Peridot. And as you can see, Peridot is not on here, but Peridot falls in this chiroprase. It's a chirolite, I believe, if I'm saying that right. It falls in the chirolite family, chiroprase. So it should fall here where that green, or that line is right there for chiroprase, emerald, and nephrite. And if I'm saying it wrong, just take mercy. Have mercy. Okay, so here we go. Let's test one of these out. And there you see it falls right on that line. So it is a Peridot, like that. All right. And if you're at the point where you're like, I don't even know what a Peridot is, I wouldn't know which one of those to name it. If you decided to get this and you did this and you were stumped, I have a jewelry group on Facebook called Texas Gals Jewelry Lovers, where you could come and say, hey, you know, I tested this ring, it landed here. What is it? You know, and then everyone can help you. So there is that. I love Peridot, but this ring doesn't look right on me. So next, I got this ring at an estate sale, and I thought it might be like a smoky topaz, but I definitely know it's what was labeled on here anyway. 18 karat gold HGE, which is hard gold electroplate. And so let's test it and see if it's a smoky topaz or just a pretty costume jewelry glass ring. Oh, you can't see. We've got glass. It's still pretty, but not a topaz. So next up, I've got this ring here, which has what I was told is a moonstone in it. And I know it looks like something else. It doesn't look like a typical moonstone. I had to look it up. But yeah, I was told it was a moonstone. But the ones I'm going to test are down here on the side, these little green stones, which are here and here. So let's take a peek. Now, I'm going to test this one so you can see that it doesn't pull up as anything. So if you're testing something that you really think might be a stone and it's not registering, it might just be something that this particular machine doesn't test for. So let's test the little stones on the side. And apologies in advance because they're small and I might hit the metal and it'll make a screeching noise. So this little stone is falling in the chiroprase, emerald, and nephrite. So it might be just like a little lab created emerald in there. So the next ring I have is this really pretty pink stone set in gold. And we're gonna test this one out. It's really pretty. All right, pink stone, here we go. So it looks like we have got a pink tourmaline. Beautiful. So the next ring I got also at an estate sale, and I thought we would test it for fun. It's definitely on electroplated metal, and I couldn't tell if they were supposed to be, they're kind of brownish. So at first I thought, well, maybe they're supposed to be garnets or, like I said, topaz, smoky topaz. But let's test it just for fun. See what we've got. And it's glass. So the next stone we've got, I think it's faceted aventurine. It is really pretty, but usually aventurine's not quite as dark as this. So if you know what this is, especially after I test it, leave me a comment because I'm kind of stumped on this one. It's a gorgeous ring. It's set in sterling silver and it's got these really pretty stones that are faceted. I don't know, it's really gorgeous. Okay, so let's test this and you tell me what you think. So it's taking it all the way over to the ruby sapphire, but it's obviously not a ruby or a sapphire. I saw something called a Montana sapphire, but I don't think that's what this is. And they can be green, but I don't know. Let me know what you think, because this one has me stumped, and I wouldn't think aventurine would register in that caliber as far as ruby and sapphire. So this is one where I need a little bit of audience participation to help me out with the identifying on this one. Let me know what you think. What is that? So next I got these really cute purple heart earrings. Are they? Yeah, they're hearts. Okay, in one of my boxes, thread up or something like that. And I thought, oh, let's test these out and see what they are. Probably nothing, but hey, let's give it a shot. So it looks like it's falling on the far side of glass. I'm like, is it trying to get over here into the garnet, iolite, tourmaline side? Or is it really just glass? So I may have to test them again later and really give the machine a chance to, it kind of feels like it's glass. Let me grab the other one. Because of course there are two. Do I think one would be different than the other? Probably not. Alright, let me know what you think. It's probably just glass. And then here's another earring that I got. So let's try these ones out. And those are also glass. They're very blingy and pretty. And then we'll try this one. This one is my ring. This was my grandmother's. So we'll try this ring, which I know what it is already. But we'll go ahead. All right, we ready? So let's try the big stone up top. And that is a ruby on top. And then these along the bottom are baguettes. So they should register over here with the diamonds. And they do. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoy testing the different stones. It definitely helps me get my items listed and have them more accurately described. And again, I'll link the Presidium Gem Tester down in the description box down below if you're interested in checking it out. And again, it is an investment in your business, but for mine, it has definitely been worth it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye!